you, Kendra. Hello.
I love this. What is your name?
My name is-
your name is Tanya.
It's Tanya. You got it.
Tanya, okay. What city you representing, girl?
Dallas. I'm in Dallas. Mhm.
Dallas hair lay, looking good. Let me get to know you more, Tanya. How old are you?
I am 57. I just turned 57 last month.
You looking good. Black don't crack unless you do it. That is a true statement.
Yeah.
You look good. 57, and you're in. Hello, hey, girl.
You are really dumb.
Next time, make it 20. Thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister. You got my boy. I thought you had $200. But I won't spend really much. You're going to come by my baby. Because, you know, there's
Couldn't you say 25? No!
Yeah. Mic check. Let me know you can hear me. Hit the like button. We going over to Rumble soon. to go over Kendra G's. $15 to keep me on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Those are the preferred methods. Or Super Chat, Super Sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. But when it comes to those, YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it. But 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing. Hit the like. Let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. But for now, let's get into the video.
You know what saying I hate? We don't need no man. Like, we don't need no pathetic excuse of a man, right? I agree with that. But I do. I need somebody to look after me. Like,
Okay. She needs someone to look after her. I'm gonna say this again. I said it earlier. She said we don't need some pathetic man, yada yada yada, aka top 5%er. That looks like a nice car behind her. The fake lips. She's mentally ill. She's probably on OnlyFans. Look, we know the story with this one. But she says she needs someone to look after me. Yeah, because they're children. That's why they need somebody to look after them. And also, just never forget, when women say they want a leader, they're talking about beating bad guys up and paying for shit. That's where they want you to lead. But they don't want you to lead in any other way. Look, she's just doing it for the plot. Her dating life is irreversibly just ruined, will forever be ruined. And she'll be wiping away her tears with her riches for as long as they last. Or is that giving her too much credit to say she got riches? Whatever, let's continue.
I need somebody to look after me. Like, I wish I could be that fool. Is it feminist? Is that someone that's against guys? Whatever it is, right? Oh, there's a B&M in Hamilton. Now open. I'm at home barks because I need to get some Halloween decorations. And there's a bloody B&M over there. I'm buzzing. That anyway, I just think, like, we don't need no man. Like, I disagree with that. I need a man, and I don't know why. I don't know if I've got a severe high expectations from a man. I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from, because it's not as if I've had a pure amazing dad in my life.
This is really hard to watch. Yeah, I don't know where women get these high expectations. I mean, I guess they're just kind of born with 'em. I don't know. Because they damn sure don't meet high expectations on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'll tell you that. So that's where it gets really ridiculous, because we know they don't even meet bare minimum of a decent girlfriend, but they want to be in a relationship with Superman.
That has, like, shown me what a man should do and how to treat a woman. Was ringing there, but I want a man to look after me and do manly jobs. Yeah. And sometimes people go, but you teach girls, like, you need to do strong woman stuff. Like, if I need to be a strong woman, I can be. But if I could choose whether it be looked after and be a strong woman, I know what I'd fucking choose. Anyway, I just got my hair did. I got some wee tapes putting up here, another wee row of weft, just because my hair's quite short on top, but yay! I'm going to put on some lashes because I'm, like, baldy, and then I'll be back to normal.
Princess, going back to normal would be going back to factory settings. But I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree on what normal means. She's not wrong though. Being a strong woman or having someone to look after you. The only ones going for the strong woman would be the angry, feminist, man-hating, nose ring, blue-haired, and so on, and they're lying.
How does everyone work out their bills in the household? So if you own a house with your partner, how do you work out your bills? When I had a house with my ex-partner, we split everything 50-50. We were on a similar wage. He was on a little bit more than me, but there wasn't much difference, so it only felt fair to split it 50-50. But I know that this is really different in some cases. sometimes the man pays more and the woman pays less if he earns more, and vice versa. Because I would be happy to still do 50-50 with my partner. However, if we were then to go on and have a child together, and I would have to take time off work and go on maternity leave and get maternity pay, I would then expect him to contribute a little bit more whilst I'm raising the children. Also, if he was earning substantially a lot more than me, and I mean, you know, like 20-30 grand more, I would expect him to put in more. Is that wrong of me to expect that? Should it just be 50-50 completely? I'd love to know how everybody works out their bills and what you do and whatever you think is fair.
Well, I am what you would call a misogynist, so I can only answer from a misogynist point of view. You will know how much bills are, and you will never know there are bills to be paid, but when I come home, you will make me a sandwich. And that right there made me laugh, because a couple of years ago, I've said the same thing in a video, and the lady said in the comments, "Oh, you men and your sandwiches." I guess putting something in between two slices of bread, it takes way too much emotional labor. But just trying to be serious for a second, stop asking dumb questions on TikTok. The way you live your own life should only be determined by you and you alone. The way you make your own relationship work should only be determined by you and your, whatever you want to call him, partner. Not by complete strangers, and most definitely not by people from TikTok.
I just saw a girl post a video saying how she doesn't think that, like, women years ago met Mr. Right. Like, they've just settled for the first person that started to treat them nicely. Agree. But I also think...
I went to go get something, but I'm sure you noticed I wasn't here. But everybody hit the like button. We're going over to Rumble here in a minute to go over some Kendra's. Let's get the donations up if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours. Let's get back into the ridiculous nonsense.
And this is a me problem. I understand. I just saw
Metal in the face, yes, she's a disgrace. The Bullring Chronicles. Metal in the face, yes, she's a disgrace. The Bullring Chronicles. Metal in the face, yes, she's a disgrace. The Bullring Chronicles. Metal in the face, yes, she's a disgrace. The Bullring Chronicles.
girl post a video
Your, whatever you want to call him, partner. Not by complete strangers, and most definitely not by people from TikTok.
I just saw a girl post a video saying how she doesn't think that, like, women years ago met Mr. Right. Like, they've just settled for the first person that started to treat them nicely. Agree. But I also think, and this is a me problem, I understand this. Either I become a really successful writer and I'm just alone for the rest of my life, or I quit writing and I find...
I love it, y'all. What up, X? This whole idea of settling. Look, most women aren't going to make awesome girlfriends. Or, you know, look, the premise of this channel is pretty much most women aren't going to make awesome companions for a lifetime. The overwhelming majority of women won't. So this idea of women settling for men, it's just absurd to me. I would say most men would make better 50-year companions to women than women would make to most men. If that makes sense. So honestly, most men settle. That's what's so absurd to me about women always talking about settling. I mean, just looking at the ring in your nose and you being clearly like over 30, like, why do you think, what would the guy that gets with you be doing? Hitting the jackpot with some washed up bull ring having like chick with mental illnesses? Never mind. Let's just continue.
for the rest of my life, or I quit writing and I find somebody, because I'm writing the kind of men I personally want to date, but I think that everyone wants to date. These
Yeah, Mr. Point Five. Yeah, Mr. Point Five. You're writing about Mr. Point Five. Are you making six figures writing about Mr. Point Five? Because if not, you need a man. That's another thing that women don't get these days. They think they just want one. No, you're not going to be able to retire off of what you're making now or what you're ever going to be making. You need a man just like the women you were talking about who settled for the first nice guy. It's actually the best thing a woman can do. And it's the reason why arranged marriages have such a low divorce rate. Just pick some fucking guy who's willing to treat you all right. That's good enough for a relationship. It really is. They're not smart enough to know that.
the kind of men I personally want to date, but I think that everyone wants to date. These are bare minimum men that are nice and they treat the women.
See, they're not going to mention the part, yeah, bare minimum after you're already 0.5. Yeah, no, she would be right. Some of these things that they're asking for is bare minimum with most men, and it's what most men bring to the table. But it's not what most 0.5 men bring to the table because they don't have to bring bare minimum. They just don't. They got too many holes to be required to even bring bare minimum.
Bare minimum men that are nice and they treat the women nicely and they're just good, genuinely good people.
Let's be real. Even if she met Mr. 0.5 who was genuinely a good person and treated her great, at this point she wouldn't respect him because she know 90% of the 0.5ers didn't respect her. And it's like, what's wrong with him that he's respecting me when none of the other 0.5ers that, ran through me respected me? And here's the thing, nice is born. They say they want nice because they never had it. Women always want what's on the other side of the fence that they never had. A lot of these women don't even realize they don't really want a nice guy because they never had him. Because they never gave the average Joe nice guy a chance, and they never had a Mr. 0.5er treat him nice. But if they did, they would realize that they would be repulsed by it. So, I mean, yeah. This is definitely one of the women who need to just be controlled and have somebody just take over her life. Because she's not going to be good to much of anybody if she just keep being left to her own devices until she pass away.
Good, genuinely good people. But even that feels like a stretch. I feel like the more I write it and I'm like, oh, that would be a nice way for a person to act and that would be nice to be treated like that. I'm like psychologically giving myself all these expectations. So nobody matches up in real life. I don't think the bar is set that high, but now I'm wondering whether it is. What are we meant to do when it feels like settling? Everything feels like settling.
Don't know what you are meant to do, but I know what you will end up doing. Buy a cat. Become a successful writer. I hate to break it to you, but it's not gonna happen. Successful writers or future successful writers share and talk about their own ideas. You're sharing what you've been told. You can either go for a career or find yourself a man. You're not gonna be able to keep on writing if you find yourself a man. You're not leaving the country for a few years to fight evil in some other places. You're not gonna be able to wake up in the morning, have breakfast, get yourself a cup of coffee, go into whatever office you set.
Also, like they're under this delusion that they're all icons, important icons. Look, most women don't do anything of consequence in their life, just like most men don't. I mean, men and women could be delusional in that sense. Like everybody convinces themselves that there's some type of big dog or hot shot in the world. You're not. You're not. Most people work at Walmart or Lowe's or some stupid office, and they're never going to do anything that important in their life. To be honest, if we just being real, that's most people. At least 85% of people. And that's another thing that's sabotaging their dating life. They think they're so much more important and valuable than they are.
up in your own place and start writing and the bar being in hell or whatever. This here is an interesting take.
A male content creator that I follow asked, if women think the bar is in hell because men are not holding on to traditional masculine standards, then where do you think the bar is for women? I was too stunned to speak.
I'd love to see this study. Now, I don't know if this is true or not based off the comment, but if it is true, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's a combination of many factors: technology, isolation, loneliness, all the things that probably have contributed to this statistic. But now that we have the awareness, how can we encourage people to approach others in a kind, respectful way? I think fear is really what holds us back at the end of the day. So how can we encourage people to not let fear...
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Look, we know women don't want at least 90% of men to approach them. So when they do videos like this, like, how can we get the men to approach again? AKA Mr. Chad and Tyrone. How can we get more Chads and Tyrones to approach again? That's what that means. They don't give a fuck about the bottom 90% of men approaching. Unless she just got rejected by Chad or Tyrone and she can reject you next to boost her ego back up. Then they care about the bottom 90% approaching. I'm over these snow bunnies today. Let me see. Let's see what these other ones are talking about, and then we're gonna go over the Rumble and go over some Kendra G's. Hit the like button. Donate if you want me to stay on 2 hours. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs all at the top of the chat. Let's get it.
Hi TikTok, my name is Bitsy, and I'm looking for my person, okay? So, let me just start off by my likes. I really like a man that's there for you, and that likes to give you his time, even if it's little things.
It looks like she's literally walking on the freeway. Like, in a hoodie and face tattoos and shit. Like, what do you think is waiting on the other side for any man that signs up for this? Like, literal hell. She looks like fucking something out of a Batman movie. One of Joker's minions or something. What do you think is waiting for you on the other side? Just nothing but trauma, drama, and hell if you sign up for this woman.
Not trying to buy your love or anything, you know? But I'm a really good cook, like a really good cook. Tonight I'm gonna make some beef stir fry with some rice on the side, and then I'm gonna have some pie for dessert.
Yeah, you gotta come harder than, what did she say, some beef stroganoff? What? It's gonna take more than some beef stroganoff to make a man want to sign up for this. Seriously, ma'am, do you have a car? Why are you walking in the middle of the road? Oh my gosh. She's down really bad in life. Yeah, it's gonna take more than some beef and rice to make a nigga think twice when it comes to fucking with you.
Pie for dessert, and you're welcome to some pie for dessert as well. And make sure you bring an extra pair of clothes, because you're gonna be spending the night with me, and you're gonna need them for tomorrow, not while we're sleeping.
Are you fucking serious, yo? like his... You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Or not while we're sleeping. And then in the morning I'm making pancakes. And then guess what? You're welcome to my pancakes in the morning as well. Come get it.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, dang, she basically rang the dinner bell. Where does this gorilla sign up? I mean, she looks irresistible. I mean, to my male viewers, if you would tell this gorilla that you that subscribe button, move it on.
I live alone, I ain't got no friends, and I don't have a boyfriend. I'm still not married. And see?
Okay, I mean, yep, we know this is cringe. Let me just play this.
I've slept with over 200 men.
200 men, like Maury was really baffled. So, what up, Lauren? I wanted to talk about this real quick. You know, men definitely do suffer from loneliness. You know, um, obviously, I live with people. Y'all hear them all the time. Uh, coming home to yourself every single fucking day can be really crushing. You know, we don't talk about that enough on this channel. But yeah, a lot of men are lonely. You know what I mean? And I totally understand. And a lot of men get treated like shit at work. So you go from getting treated like shit at work to coming home to a completely empty house. That shit can be mind numbing. It can be depressing, sad, all that. I guess if I had to give some advice, I would say stay busy. That obviously that's the solution. Stay busy, work. I don't know if I want to say work extra hours at work. You could go to events, go to meetup groups. Stay busy. If you lonely as fuck, stay busy. It really helps. Get involved in charities, whatever, soup kitchen. Just stay busy. Because trust me, I've dealt with loneliness in my life, and it really fucking sucks, man. I feel for all the guys who can't get a girlfriend for whatever reason, or feel like they can't get a girlfriend, or don't want one because women are so horrible, but would like one if they weren't so horrible. Look, I feel for the guys. I really do. That was a side rant.
I'm still not married. And see, I ain't even got a tan line on the ring finger, so you know, guys, I ain't lying about it. So if you think I'm pretty, say hi. Are there any men left in this?
Kind of a bad built body. This is all just cringe. Yeah, thanks, Lauren. Look, what was I about to say? So here's the thing, though. I said all that to say this. It's a big difference between a lonely woman and a lonely man. Most lonely women could get a boyfriend within a few weeks. So that's why the empathy and sympathy just isn't there as much for women as it is for men when it comes to being lonely. 95+% of lonely women out there could just sign up for a dating app and have a boyfriend pretty damn soon. So look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over to Rumble. Let me put the Rumble link in the chat. You don't have to sign up. All you gotta do is click the link and watch the content. So yeah, let me put the link in the chat. So yeah, let me put the Cash App and PayPal in the Rumble. Yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, we could even do a pop the balloon over here on Rumble. So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, let's get the donations up. Let me put the Cash App and PayPal in the Rumble, and then we're gonna go over to Rumble. Oh yeah, cool. That's what's up, Lauren. Yeah, that'd be dope, Lauren. I'm gonna stay on. Lauren wants to donate. I appreciate it. Well, obviously we haven't had a good week with donations. I took Saturday off. I think I took Thursday off. Oh snap! Oh, my mic is acting funny. Is it acting funny with y'all too? So Lauren just donated $10. We only need $5 more to stay on 2 hours. This for you, Lauren.
You can fuck with me if you wanted to. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. Hey, bitch, I'm a problem. Nobody saw me. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless. We're completed since 6th grade. I've been in bitch. You got a girl who is cool, I ain't her shit. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You ain't no fuck with no boss bitch. I turn you out. When a real one holds you down, baby, you supposed to drink.
Don't set, I got more to get.
Jealousy, let it go, results could be tragic. I push to be another backseat girl. I push to be another backseat girl.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to Rumble. So all you gotta do is click the link. I just put it in the chat. You don't have to sign up for nothing. All you gotta do is click and watch. So let's go have some fun over on Rumble. We only need $5 more to stay on 2 hours. If we do meet the $15 live stream goal, we'll probably do some of a pop the balloon. All right. I'll catch y'all on the flippity flip. Everybody who's watching the replay, click the Rumble link. It's in the description too. And sign up for Rumble if you haven't already. And yeah. Follow my backup YouTube channel. That's in the description too, Replay Gang. Follow me on Rumble, Replay Gang, because I can get kicked off YouTube any day now. Check out merch, link in the description. Join the membership. It's only $5 a month, and it really helps the channel. All right, I'm out.